Welcome, everybody, yet another episode of the Wrestling vs. the World podcast. I'm going to join your day, sweet. If not, what the hell ever. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Episode 172, the second WWF Weakest Link special. March 10, 2002, the WWF made its second appearance on this game show. 8 contestants. The goal is to complete a chain of 8 consecutive correct answers to earn the round goal of $125,000. Chain breaks if somebody answers a question incorrectly, or if a player says bank prior to their question being read to save the most recently won amount of money in the chain, causing it also reset. At the end of every round, a player is eliminated through a majority vote at the end of each round, and at the event of a tie for the voting, the strongest link or strongest player of the round gets the deciding vote. So the players for this episode, you have Terry, you've got Kane, who surprisingly confirms that he is from parts unknown, after all these years of not knowing because they never say in his ring introduction saying where he's from or anything. You've got Edge, Bubba Ray Dudley, who is playing for his mommy, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Devon Dudley, Jerry the King Lawler, and Deborah. So you go through round 1. The only note from this one is that Stone Cold did not know that Kit Kat had their slogan, "Give me a break." He thought it was Snickers. So second show in a row, something involving Kit Kat and "Give me a break" gets brought up, just like we saw last week. So at the end of the first round, the team managed to gain a total of $16,000. And in this round, we end up getting a tie because both Edge and Devon got 3 votes each, and Deborah got about 1 or 2. So, since Bubba Ray Dudley was the strongest link and had the final vote for that round, he chose to get rid of Edge since he's not going to vote off his tag team brother, Devon Dudley. And a bit of a side note here. And asked Stone Cold, why should we know him? And he just goes, what? Bubba Ray, he's laughing his ass off. He's like, pow! And he also said that was asked, why didn't you vote for Deborah? Because I'm not stupid. So if you guys have ever seen that clip, like here over on YouTube, where like Stone Cold leaving the one and everything, that's where this came from. So Edge, first one out, unfortunately. Round 2. The only mention note here is that Devon Dudley does not know the ballerinas do the ballet dance. Because he's asked, what kind of dance do ballerinas do? He doesn't know it's ballet. Come on now. So this round, the team only earned $7,500, bringing the total up to $23,500. And Devon gets voted out with 3 votes because Stone Cold got pissed off. It's like, that's a dance very near to my heart and everything. Doy. And other votes got spread around. And a side note here, which was pretty funny. Out of everybody that was in this game, Kane is the only one who's wearing his ring attire, even though before then on an episode of Raw he came out in a tracksuit. And he says he doesn't have any dry cleaning and his wrestling attire is his only suit. And Stone Cold got a good laugh. And was like, what do you do that's special? I do the choke slam of the tombstone. She's like, really? Show me. And Bubba is egging him on, like, come on, do it, Ann, do it. But of course he doesn't. Round 3. Deborah says, I don't know so often that I'm surprised she didn't get slimed. If you get that reference, you get a cookie. So this time, the team earns $20,000 combined for this round. So now the total is up to $43,500. But once again, we get another tie. Because now, the tie is, like, for votes and everything was for Terry, Kane, and Deborah. And for the 3rd round in a row now, Bubba Ray Dudley is the strongest link. This time, he votes off Deborah. Because it's like, he's not going to vote off Kane and risk an ass kicking afterwards. And Kane doesn't want to vote Stone Cold because he doesn't want to risk a fight on stage. So everybody's like, I gotta be careful here. So Deborah's out. Round 4? One weird thing to know. Stone Cold was asked a question and instead of trying to answer or think, he just stood there posing everything and wasting time. You don't want to do that, Austin. Come on. But the team did earn $10,000 in the 4th round, so the total is now up to $53,500. In this round, we get yet another tie. 2 votes each for Terry and Kane. And once again, for the 4th consecutive round, all 4 of these rounds so far, Bubba Ray is the leader, or the strongest link, and he decides to stick with his vote of voting out Terry, because he doesn't want Kane. If he votes Kane, he knows he's going to get his ass kicked after the show. Terry keeps saying she votes off Kane because she can't stand the smell of his attire and everything. The odor is too much. So now you get to round 5. This one got a great laugh out of me. So Bubba Ray, he was asked during the round, it's like, what is the name of the movie where lead Nicole Kidman plays a woman who moves into a haunted mansion, and his response was JR's barbecue sauce. Nice. And Stone Cold thought Conway Twitty sang the song Wind Beneath My Wings. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. No, I'm not going to actually do that here on YouTube in the podcast. And unfortunately, the team only got $1,000 this round, which is the minimum you can get in terms of earning actual money. So now the total is up to $54,500, and Stone Cold's out with 2 votes. And Jerry Lawler was the only one out of them that did not get any votes on him. And then Ann decided, hey, Stone Cold, the bottom line is, I'm the one that said so. And then Stone Cold's gone. And he actually took, as Stone Cold was taking the walk of shame, he took off his name tag off that podium or whatever, like, contraption that they're standing in front of, and showed, like, put it right in Ann's face, like, hey, who's that? What? So now, we're down to 3. We've got Kane, we got Bubba Ray, and Jerry Lawler. Round 6, I found to be ironic. Kane did not know that in a dentist's office, they use Novocaine to numb up a patient and everything. Which is weird because A, it's got the sound Kane in there, and B, you gotta remember his prior gimmick, like 2 prior gimmicks before this, was the dentist Isaac Yankem. You would think he would have kept that terminology in the back of his head because he played an evil dentist before. So then this round, round 6, the team earned $10,000, so the total is up now to $64,500. Jerry Lawler is the final man eliminated, and Bubba Ray at one point referred to Ann as Sweet Cheeks. Very nice. Now, in the 7th round, which is the last round we can see money get earned, there's 90 seconds on the clock, and whatever money is banked will be doubled before being added to the final total. One thing to remember from round 7, right at the end, as the time ran out, Bubba was shown that he should not be being asked math questions. He'll just name out a random number for results. But in this round, the final added number was $9,500, so doubled was $19,000. Combining it all up, and the total for the end of the game to win was $83,500 for charity. So now it's Kane versus Bubba Ray Dudley. Both very highly intelligent gentlemen here. So at the end of the final round, 5 questions each, they both tie with only getting 3 answers correct per, for both players. So they have to go to sudden death. And only 1 question each had to be asked, and Kane won in sudden death overtime. So I can't remember the name of the charity that Kane was going for because I wasn't really taking note of that. But Kane, for his charity, wins $83,500 in all of this. So there were plenty of good other moments in this one too. Both of these Weakest Link episodes were great. So if anybody wants to go back and watch these, like on YouTube or whatever, definitely check them out. You're going to get a great laugh, especially if you're a wrestling fan, because you'll get some of the terms and how everything plays out. Whether it be Stephanie's gigantic breasts or Stone Cold giving the what response to Ann or any of this stuff. It was absolutely great. So, also stay tuned 2 weeks from now, episode 174, I will be covering the entire week where TNA appeared on Family Feud, the edition with Steve Harvey as a host. And that's going to be sweet. So anyway, let me know what y'all thought in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's episode, please remember, leave a like, subscribe to the bell, turn on if you're listening to this on YouTube, or follow if you're listening to this podcast on any other service that the podcast is available on. And I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks for listening, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, and good day, everybody. Goodbye.